I'm a woman.
People call me Fat Vampire.
How much blood did you drink?
Welcome to the boyfriend store. How can I help you today, dear?
You need BroFundMe.
Hey, you're breaking up really bad. I think there's something wrong with your phone.
Check my emails.
I could audibly hear you farting.
Ferrets and Pokemon debt.
That's majestic.
I don't have an eating disorder.
And bipolar.
Who's this?
You're gonna find out soon because I'm in your house. Right?
Shut him down.
You're a deviant and a cheapskate.
Ready, boys?
And here we go. Welcome everybody to the inaugural Radically Indifferent podcast, where we every single week sit down with comedians and write sketches and then produce the sketches for your viewing pleasure. Make sure to check us out and subscribe at Radically Indifferent on YouTube. Hit notifications, turn us all on, show us a like, show us that love so we can show you the love back. We'd love to talk to you. We just hit at 100 subscribers and we haven't even started, so we're kind of crushing it right now. All right, so let's go ahead and get this thing started. I'm Nathan Wallace. I'm your host. I'll be here every week with you, hopefully, providing that I don't get hit by a car or something. We have a great cast. Sometimes people get hit by cars all the time.
Struck by lightning.
Yeah, a little bit of lightning
a disease.
shut me down. Coming next on the right-hand side here, we got my road dog, the funniest lady in Florida. Give a big round of applause for Sheena Reagan. Woo! Every time it gets her. Then we got my beautiful wife, the one who loves me sometimes as long as I'm good to her. Give a big round of applause to the funniest lady I know, Julie Wallace. Yeah. And our special guest this week, coming in with some sketch ideas to help us write and just have a good time. The very funny Tommy Bell, everybody. Round of applause. Thanks for coming by.
This is exciting. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're really happy that you came, man. Really appreciate it. So a little bit about Tommy. He's a comedian. He's a songwriter. He's an artist. He does all the things. I believe one time he was in a porno, I think.
Possibly.
Yeah, possibly. He won't tell us which one, though. Yeah, I was like, yeah.
It was Knocked Up and Milky, Volume 12.
Knocked Up and Milky. Okay, well, I'm checking that right after the podcast. Yeah, I'll be like, oh, that is his butt. Look at that. Yeah. Okay, great. So the purpose of the podcast is that every week we have someone in. They do a 5-second pitch, and then we choose what sketches we're going to write, and then we write the sketches live on the podcast. Immediately after, as you can see the green screen behind me, we produce the sketches and then bring them to you the following week in front of the podcast. So it should be a fun time. Definitely, again, make sure to check us out, subscribe, like, all the things. I'm not really sure how many times I'm supposed to say that, but we're trying to get that cash, baby. All right, so let's head on right into the first segment, which I like to call the 5-second pitch. All right, so you brought some ideas along with you today.
I got some ideas.
Got some ideas. So go ahead and start up right at the top. And what we'll do is you're going to pitch it to us. We're going to kind of give you a vote on a yay or nay, whether we want to make this sketch today.
Right on.
All right. We're shooting for a 30-second, a 1 minute, and a 1 minute 30-second sketch. So if we don't like it, don't get mad. Don't shoot us.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay. You're not going to beat us up, right?
No.
Yeah, also, a lot of people don't know ex-MMA fighter Tommy Bell. He used to beat the shit out of people. Yeah. Okay. So go ahead. We'll go ahead and start right now. Let me get a little timer out here. You get a 5-second pitch. Let's see here.
You're going to time them for 5 seconds?
You get a 5-second pitch. This is like Hollywood, baby. Okay.
This is just like Hollywood.
Yeah. You know what? This is the first podcast, and you're a little nervous. I'm going to give you a 10-second pitch.
I can do 5.
Are you going to do a 5-second pitch?
Yeah,
okay.
I can do 5.
All right, we got a 5-second pitch. Yep. You know what? This is taking longer than 5 seconds just to set up the timer. So let's see here. There we go. Okay. Ready? And first one, let's see it.
Okay. Pitch number 1, the back rub. Me hinting for a back rub from Nathan. I start out subtly.
All right, time's up. We say no.
All right.
Okay. No, I'm just joking.
It's 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
I don't like the 5 seconds.
Okay, we're not going to do 5 seconds. Okay, we're removing the 5 seconds. Go ahead. It was a bit. I did a bit. She'd immediately get angry. Look at her. No, we vote no on the 5-second bit. It was funny. I should have. Okay. Go ahead. First second.
I would have made it. Okay. The back rub. Me hinting for a back back rub from Nathan. I start out subtly suggesting that my neck is sore. My hints get more and more obvious until eventually Nathan yells out, "I'm not rubbing your back." That's pitch number 1.
Okay. All right. The back rub.
And the back rub in with these, it could be you hinting. It could be you hinting.
Okay, put that down. Well, let's work on the back rub. We're gonna work on it because I have some ideas for that. I have an idea we can make that a little radically.
It's wide open.
All right, what's your next idea?
Change
Let's
the characters.
see
Okay.
what you got.
The other one was Tommy Doggy. I sign up as a guinea pig for a medical testing trials from a dog flea medication, and I slowly develop the characteristics of a dog. And someone could yell at me to get off the couch. I could growl at someone for taking a French fry off my plate. I start to pick up those characteristics.
And again, I don't hit the mic. Look at
and
the mic.
again, I don't have to be the dog. You know,
Yeah.
someone else could be the dog. But
Yeah, make sure when you're talking to the mic.
sure,
Tommy,
you
okay?
got it.
Yeah, no big deal. But so I like the dog idea. Other than it's a lot like Julie and I's relationship already. You know?
Right.
She's like, get off the couch, stop eating all the French fries. You know. So I'm not sure. What do you think? What's
What
the vote on
about,
that?
you know what, it kind of reminds me of my joke a little bit, but what if we did where if people acted like dogs, where it's like you swing open the door and they're lunging at you or whatever,
Oh, everyone's a dog.
or they're sitting really close to you and looking at your food and being weird?
Okay.
Or do you think it offends people with dogs? People with dogs are touchy.
They're touchy. That's touchy. Okay, so we'll throw it on the back
They're not
burner.
as
What's
bad as
your-
cat people.
Well,
You know, the
let's-
family could be called the Schnauzers. You know, it could just be a group of a family of 4 or whatever.
So just go ahead and write that down. Let's write them all down, Julie, and then we'll do a vote at the end on which ones we want to do. Okay, what's the next one there?
Okay, the next one is the plumber. Nathan hires me to be a plumber, and when I bend down to look under the sink, not only do we see my butt crack, but also an embarrassing tramp stamp.
Do you have a tramp stamp?
I don't, but you know, I'm sure we could find a marker.
Yeah, but we're not artists. You'd have to etch it on yourself.
Julie's an artist.
Oh yeah, she could do it. Yeah, she could. You could. Well, but then Julie's got to draw on Tommy's ass. I don't know if I'm into
just
this
my
or
lower
not.
back.
Yeah.
Lower back.
That's a little. I don't know about
I could do
this.
it.
Why did you smile and go? I could do it.
You're right. I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. That was like really creepy. I could do it.
I could do it.
Yeah, I guess how far is it got to go down? Let's do a little
on
all the
my
way down to a
bucket list.
b-hole. Yeah.
I've always wanted to draw on a butt crack.
That's what it looked like. That was the. I could do it. Yeah.
What's the next idea?
All right, but write it down. What's the next idea?
Everyone can draw on my butt crack. Okay, I'm up for anything. Okay, the next pitch was a recovery group. One of us leads a group meeting based on an absurd addiction, and for this we could just have the chairs in a semicircle, and we could come up with what the crazy addiction is. It could be a support group where each person has a different addiction. It could be, again, it's just kind of wide open for everything.
Okay, so it's an addiction type situation. Remember to face the mic there, Tommy,
Sure.
if you could, yeah. And then, put it down. I would say it's okay, put that down. What's your next pitch?
Let's see. Uber driver, a weirdo Uber driver that makes their passengers uncomfortable. Maybe he has some nervous tic, or he has a kind of a strange behavior, so that when people get in the car, they want to get out immediately.
Okay, all right, throw that down there. And you got one more, or what you got?
The last one is The Workshop, a comedy class that's led by an old-timey, hammy comic with terrible ideas to improve each comic's act.
I do like that idea.
That's
Put that
a
down.
fun idea.
So what happened to the sketch idea?
Did I skip that one?
Yeah, you didn't tell. I know.
I did. I did. I
Okay,
scrolled
okay.
past it. Okay, so the sketch artist, Nathan hires me to do a live portrait of him and Julie as an anniversary gift to her. The drawing is great, except Nathan looks ridiculous, but everyone thinks the drawing's perfectly fine.
Okay, yeah, okay. So write that down. All right, so let's go ahead and vote on these. Let's put them in order, and we'll work on them in order. And whatever ones we get done. Okay. We may produce more of them today, depending on what we could do. So, I think right now, my favorite is what do we got? Read them out to us, Julie. Read them out.
We have the back rub.
Okay.
We have the dog characteristics, the tramp stamp, the recovery support group with a crazy addiction, the Uber driver who makes you uncomfortable, the terrible comedy writing workshop, and the sketch artist.
My favorite right now is probably back rub and sketch artist. I really like those two, and I like the I like the recovery and the hacky comic thing too. So let's vote for number one. What's your favorite one, Sheena?
The sketch artist.
The sketch artist. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, honey?
I like the sketch artist idea.
All right, so
too.
that's number one. We'll work on that first, the sketch artist. All right, that's our first one. Good job, Tommy. We thanks for the pitch. Really appreciate it. So sketch artist is number one. And then I kind of like, so the recovery one's good, but it's going to take a lot of thinking and writing because it's a very vague idea. So that could take a while.
Yeah, the humor is going to be in the addictions, right?
Right,
So if
what they're
if they
hooked
don't
on.
slap, the whole thing's going to fall, right?
Yeah, which would be fun to write. But let's do let's do the hacky comic. What do you think about this?
It's fun. I really like that one too.
Because it'll give us a chance to tell some jokes that we have, and then the guy's like, oh well, what if you wore like a chicken suit while you did that or something? You know, like
Exactly.
yeah, okay, all right, I like that.
Yeah, like more F-bombs. Like all the rules against comedy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. So, yeah. Have you ever thought about more F-bombs? You'd be like, well, I'm trying to be a clean comic. Like, cursing isn't dirty.
Yeah. If your set is not going well, point out the minority in the audience.
Yeah, and call them whatever racial slur you think they are. Yeah, so okay, we'll put that down. I like back rub because I feel like it can go a lot of ways. Like we start with the back rub, and then I'm like, I don't want to give you a back rub. Be like, come on, man, my shoulder's killing me. And then you're like, my belly's a little upset. And then you're like, I'm not rubbing your belly.
It could
You're like,
go
come
on,
dude.
Yeah.
You're like, what? My inner thighs have been killing me.
It could also be a good.
Sheena gave me a dirty look. You wanted to draw on his ass crack 10 minutes ago.
10 minutes ago, I mean, nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed.
The ass crack's not going anywhere.
I do want to kind of
still
do the
that.
chance stamp just so Sheena has to draw on his lower back. I think it's very funny.
Well, the back rub, we also need a short one. Am I right? We need a short sketch.
Are we doing a long, a medium, and a short?
Yeah, well, let's try. I wanted to shoot for a 30-second, a 1 minute, and a 1 minute 30-second. So let's
So
say
back rub could be a short one.
it could easily be a short one. But where does it go? Okay, so let's pick our three. Let's pick our three. What are we saying for the 30-second sketch?
The sketch artist is probably going to be the longest.
I'm
thinking
that could be a minute.
I think it could too.
I think it'd be a minute. So let's go ahead for a short sketch. Let's work on.
We do have a technical problem with the sketch artist, and that
We have
right,
tons of.
beautiful.
We have tons of stuff.
All right.
Yeah, we have tons of stuff to. I know you said you couldn't get.
She's an
Yeah.
artist.
Oh,
Yeah, Julie's an
perfect.
artist as well. Yeah, so she has. So we have all the stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, and then only thing we don't have any charcoal. Did you want to do charcoal?
I did.
Do you have charcoal on it?
no, I have sketch pencils.
We'll make it
Kind
work.
of.
Okay.
We'll make it
yeah,
work.
yeah. I mean, and honestly, it doesn't have to be.
Sure.
I
Yeah, it
have
doesn't
like
have to
gray
be.
paws and
Yeah, nobody's
stuff.
gonna be like they're gonna watch the podcast and be like, oh, he's a musician and artist. If that's his art, I'd hate to hear his music.
Yeah. Yeah.
So okay, look, he got serious with that. He was like, was he?
It might just be my resting face.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, okay, all right.
This is the most serious I've ever seen you ever.
I'm just, kind of listening and taking it all in.
Okay.
Yeah. So just okay. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have
yeah.
to just lean forward like this for the
Well, no,
rest of the
it's okay.
podcast. and I'll just stare at the
You
table.
don't have to do that.
Just sit
You just don't have to talk to us.
Right.
Like just talk to you can just talk forward or
Sure.
kinda,
Okay.
I hate that it's on the podcast like that. Sorry guys, it's our very first podcast. Bear with us. All right. So
We will get better.
We promise we'll get.
We
better.
might not.
We maybe
we,
not.
we might
It
get hit by a
depends.
car.
But I guarantee you, every week Sheena's going to be drawing on somebody's ass crack.
Now
Every
that
single week.
is a tradition to be had.
There we go. That's the podcast.
Yeah, you have to
time
get
to
your ass
bend
crack drawn
over.
on. That's a radically different podcast. You're going to bring it in.
It's like the stamp when you leave, and then people just hashtag it. Got my podcast tattoo.
Yeah, we should get some temporary tattoos made up of radically different. We have to tramp stamp everybody that leaves. That's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna get that going. Yeah,
Beware of anyone who agrees to come on to our podcast.
You get tramp stamps.
You get tramp stamps.
I love that.
I do
love
too.
that. Yeah, that's a new tradition. Thank you, Tommy. That's the newest tradition.
There you go.
Starting episode 1, we tramp stamp every
Episode
single
1.
person.
Sure.
Yeah, we tramp stamp every single
Or
person.
Sheena could draw it.
It's
Either
gonna
way.
suck for the
Either
person
way.
that comes in a onesie.
Okay, so yeah. All right, so let's go. So our 30-second clip is going to be back rub. All right, so go ahead and write that down, honey. We got 30 seconds. Just so you guys know, for the podcast, Julie is the most organized of us, the least ADHD amongst the group. So she's the one that keeps down all of our stuff. She's a producer, looks up all of our stuff. She's the lady that does all the things. Before we move on I would like to go ahead and give a shout out to the guy in the background. He's been setting up our cameras, helps us with the sound. He's the one that produces all the things. Round of applause for Victor, everybody. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. We'd love to show him on camera, but he gets very nervous if we put him on camera, even though he's the most beautiful of all of us. He gets, as soon as you put him on camera, he's like, oh no. He's like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my
Maybe
God.
the tramp stamp should just be a Victor.
Absolutely.
Oh, we could get a tramp stamp picture of Victor? That would be
It's
good.
Victor's head in the radically indifferent triangle.
Yeah, Victor.
Rico
Yeah, so,
Suave.
yeah. Oh yeah, Rico Suave. Maybe like you're holding your nose like something stinks because you're right above that. That's correct. I don't know. We'll figure out something. But no, like Jesus. That Victor just did the Hail Hitler. I didn't even know. He's Bolivian. We didn't know you lived so close to Argentina. Jeez Louise. Okay, here we go. All right, so 30 seconds is the back rub, and then we'll go for the one. Let's do the sketches as the 1 minute.
As the medium.
I like that.
Okay, and then, so we got a minute 30 seconds, and that could be that's a long time for the hacky comedian bit. We would have to really write that out for a while, because hacky comedians, we could do it, but that's a lot of lines. It's a lot of lines. We could shoot for the 1 minute 30 and just hope that it's, you know what I'm saying?
Just shoot however long it shoots.
Yeah, we just hope for the minute 30, but that's a lot of it's a lot of writing. So okay, let's move on. We've already been going for 16 minutes. We got our stuff going on. We got about 45 minutes to write these sketches. Let's go ahead and see if we can go ahead and bust these out. We'll start with back rub. Okay, where's this set at? Is this set in an office setting? I'm guessing.
Could be, or maybe just kind of a green room or something type setting at a show. Or
you think like we're comedians and you're asking?
could be.
That's a lot less awkward.
Or two. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but we as comedians, we're crazy.
Office is good.
Yeah, it needs to be something.
Where the back rub would be inappropriate.
Yeah, it needs to be somewhere like maybe I'm a pharmacist and you're a customer.
Something.
What's the most awkward situation we could put us in? Where we're
delivery guy coming to the house, or something like that. Or
would the delivery guy be asking for the back row?
Could be.
Okay.
Could be.
I mean, to be honest, no man would ever ask another man for a back rub.
You would be unbelievable
I do.
how many times that happens. I hate it. You know what my worst is? Like there's a guy off the hook. I love this guy. He's a security guard there. He loves to just come up and give you a back rub. It's back rub guy. Yeah, and this is not a new thing. This has been, they actually do an episode on How I Met Your Mother about back rub guy. And how awkward it is when they just come up and they just get in there and they're just like, yeah.
Julie, isn't it amazing?
Especially in an office setting.
Isn't it amazing that sexual harassment doesn't apply to men?
Yeah.
Can you imagine if a man walked up to you at the comedy club and started rubbing your shoulders? That is like prison worthy.
What would it be if a woman did it? Would it be like odd? Would you be like, what are you doing? Or would you roll with it?
Wow, what a interesting question. I wouldn't know what to think of that. Like if Julie just came up and started rubbing my shoulders, I would not even know. I would feel like suddenly we have a connection that I didn't ask for.
Right.
Well, that's what it feels like with us.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like with us. As soon as they start rubbing my shoulder, I tense up and I'm like, and they're like, you're so tense. I'm like, yeah, because you're rubbing my shoulder right now. Like I was loosey-goosey 1 minute ago, and now that you're touching me, like, and they start putting their hand down the front of your shirt. It's weird.
So is it funnier if the back rub happens?
If it just happens, they just walk up and start back rubbing.
Yeah, like if one of us is back rubbing the other and then they just go for it? Or is it funnier if it's like, I'm not rubbing your back?
I feel like back rub guy has been done. So
Okay.
Oh, it has.
yeah, it literally was on How I Met Your Mother. It was,
And they try to escape him
Yeah,
and
it was
stuff?
like, well,
Okay.
he eventually starts liking it. He's like, yeah, you're right. I do need a back rub. So it's stuff like this. So
Well, it's a
I
little bit
like your premise. I like your premise of where you're trying to coerce me into the back rub.
Sure.
Yeah,
I like that too.
So let's think of a location. Let's first put down location. That's going to be our first step. We got the green
Office
screen.
is good, I think.
What if it's, you know what I kind of like? A doctor's waiting room. So we're sitting in there, and we start out, Sheena's voice goes, okay, guys, the doctor will be right with you. Blah, 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 blah. I'll sit, like, he's already in the waiting room. I sit down, and you're like, okay, the doctor will be right with you. Just you got one person in front of you. And then Tommy's like, hey, what's up, buddy? He's like, oh, man, what are you in for? And I go, oh, just, a little checkup. He goes, yeah, my neck's been killing me. That's why. And then and so how do you coerce me?
I think I'm like, it's really sore.
Feel
I
that.
think
Feel that, man.
Yeah,
feel
exactly. Put your hand on that. Tell me if you think that's normal.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
You and your word already, honey? You ready to type us? Okay, so location.
Are you sure doctor's office? We've done doctor's office before, and I think I feel like
it's a doctor's
office.
waiting room.
Or you don't think regular office would be a little more odd, and you're more comfortable with that? You're just sitting there chatting, like, hey man, you know what I mean? Like, you're more likely.
Yeah, it should happen in an office, I think.
Okay, all right,
business.
No,
yeah,
regular office. I think I think it would be more awkward if they were strangers. Like if you know each other.
But the people you work with are barely
that could
acquaintances.
That also could be handled with.
Everyone's my friend when I meet him, Sheena. Sorry.
And that also could be handled with how are you liking the job? It's your first day. Boom, they're strangers.
What if
one,
it happens,
one line?
What if it happens in the HR department?
That could.
Yeah. Please have a seat. This is HR.
Yes. You're the HR guy making the employees do the thing, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's funny. That is the most awkward place it could possibly happen because who do you report it to? Okay, so
it could still be, hey, how are you liking the job? It's your first week.
So he's
Because
new to the.
that's a normal thing to be brought into an HR office within the first week.
And they're strangers to each
And
other.
they're strangers, and then all of a sudden the HR person starts going overboard, which is not their typical role anyways.
Yeah, so he says that. He's like, so how do you like your first week of work here? He's like, it's great. And then he like the HR person like moves their neck and like.
So the HR guy is the one with the back problem.
Yeah, the HR guy's the one with the back problem.
Okay. Yeah, no,
and then
that's
he moves
good.
his neck,
That's
and then,
good.
And then you nicely, or whoever's there, the opposite side, nicely goes, oh, you got a little crink in your neck? Yeah, I do. It's tough, right? Actually, could you come up, feel it? Feel that for me. Yeah. And you're like, I don't know. You're like, no, it's fine. I'm HR. It's fine.
Right.
And they come over and they start rubbing, and you just feel the neck. And
What
like,
happens in HR stays in HR. Yeah.
And you're like, oh yeah. Yeah, that and then you stop and you wait. Actually, could you just like maybe just jam a little thumb in there? It's just really,
Yeah.
I mean, it felt good when you touched it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so they jam the thumb in there, and then so.
Yeah, and then he goes to the next thing. Right, get both hands on there.
Yeah, or the elbow.
That's good. Yeah.
Get the elbow in the shoulder.
What do you think about a little elbow in there?
Yeah.
You think no, that's too hard. That's too hard. Okay, just a little bit. All right. Okay, could you work around?
That is perfectly appropriate.
That is nice.
Yeah.
That is nice.
Good work ethic you got there.
Yeah. I think you're gonna work out. At this
Yeah,
company
exactly.
just fine.
Exactly what I was
All
just
right,
thinking.
just if you could go a little lower, that would be nice. And then he clears off the desk and he just lays down.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And does someone come in and bust us? How does it end?
I think it ends.
I mean, 30 seconds, that's going to go by quick.
Yeah. Oh, man. So,
I think it ends with them clearing off the desk and laying down.
it really is a good ending.
Almost
Going
getting
down
into a massage, like, okay, I'm going to take off, like you're going to professionally masseuse me type situation.
Or what if at the end of it like he cleans off the table, he's doing the thing, and then it flashes immediately to like a couple at the dinner table. And he's like, how was your first day, honey?
Oh,
He's like,
perfect.
I got a raise. Or something.
Yes. Perfect. I love that idea.
Yeah. So when he lays down, okay. So
Or it was awful. I got a raise.
how was your first day? So I like the ending there, the raise thing. So he clears off the desk.
They start to go at it.
Yeah, he goes. Okay, so he's doing the massage, and the person giving the massage goes, "This is uncomfortable," and the guy goes, "You're right. Let's get more comfortable." And he slides out the thing and he lays on the desk.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Really get in there. Take off your shoes. Hold on to the bars in the ceiling." Yeah. He wants the Asian foot massage, and then he's just standing there, and he's like, "Here, take this." He hands him some lube. Right, and he's like, he takes this. He goes, all right, really get in there, and then he just hold it, and then it flashes, and he walks through the door. And he's like, honey, how was your first day? He's like, I got a raise, right? And then that's it. Yeah,
but like traumatized, right?
Yeah.
or really happy, but I think traumatized is good.
Yeah,
But he also could be like super thrilled. I love my new job. What did you do all day? Never mind. Or something like that.
He should be traumatized. So
traumatized with a raise.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I think that should be 30 seconds easy. I wish there was a way to change the HR person into a towel. Like
into a what?
Like they rip off their shirt and they just wrap in a towel and they lay down and they're like,
Who is the HR person, by the way?
Victor. Victor's the HR. He's the only person we can get into a towel, honestly. No one else here is going to take their shirt off.
We just abuse him without his permission.
Yeah, we do all the time. Yeah, no. Okay, all right. We should never show him and only talk about how good looking he is. We never put him on camera.
Well,
he's truthfully an Adonis, people. He's
If you go to our channel though and go all the way back to the beginning,
you can see it. Oh yeah, you know what? He was in adult gift store too. Yeah. So there we go.
So does this mean I would get to massage Victor?
That's what they.
Is that what this is?
Victor's camera guy. No, he's not going to get massaged.
I feel like Tommy would be the HR person really well.
Yeah, Tommy, you're the HR person.
I could be the HR person.
Yeah, you're the HR person. Right. I'll probably be the back massager, and Julie or Sheena will be the wife. Yeah.
Julie is obviously the wife.
Yeah, Julie's going to be my wife. Yeah, so... All right, there we go. And then, okay. All right, okay. So I think we got that down pretty well. I think the line, I'm getting kind of uncomfortable. You're right, it is a little uncomfortable. Just wipes the table off and lays down on the desk. Yeah. If you could just really get the glutes.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, okay. So you got that down, honey?
Yeah.
All right, one sketch down, 30 seconds, and we did. Wow, that still took 10 minutes. Okay, that was 10 minutes.
I think we're making good time.
No, we're making great time. For the first time podcast, I think we're good. How you having fun so far, Tommy?
Oh, yeah, time of my life.
Okay.
I think every podcast should end with Victor getting a massage by the guest, whoever's on that week. Or that month.
No. We're doing a tramp stamp. That's okay. Yeah, so you get a massage and a tramp stamp. Right. Come on into Radically Indifferent. Every week, every contestant gets a massage and a tramp stamp. This is creepy when I say massage and a tramp stamp. You say it real quiet.
Yeah.
That be ew.
Oh yeah, I forgot. This is in your ears.
Yeah.
Massage
and I'm like the closest to you.
This is actually, I don't sound like. I sound like.
Hit the siren.
Okay, yeah,
we need an HR department.
There we go.
Call the police. Yeah. Okay. All right. So what do we do for? So we're doing the 1 minute.
So the sketch artist.
The sketch artist. Okay. So the original idea was he sketches and everybody thinks that the shot looks just fine like me. But so Julie and I actually had a different idea for it.
Sure.
Okay. So this is our pitch for your idea. So you sketch us. You're like, hey, we're just like random people walking down the street. Like, hey, would you like a sketch? You
okay,
know?
that works.
We're like, oh, well, how much is it? You're like, well, I'll do both of you for 10. What do you think? We're like, hey. So you start sketching it, and then we're like, all right, all done. And I look at it, and I'm like, why am I naked? And you're like,
oh, that could be good.
What do you mean? I go, why am I naked? And you're like, oh, you didn't want. I'm like, but she's not naked, just me. You're like, oh, okay, all right, yeah, no, I can fix that. All right, and then you do it again, and now she's just naked, and I'm like, wait. I'm like, what is going on? Why is she naked now? You're like, oh, I thought you wanted clothes. You wanted her to be naked. I go, no, I want more clothes on her and less. Oh yeah, you have me in a full parka, right?
Okay.
I want more clothes on me, or more clothes on her and less clothes on me. And then the next one is just us both in socks. So it's more clothes on her,
okay,
less clothes on me. And I'm like, no, we don't want naked drawn pictures of ourselves. And I'll say lines like, how did you even know that mole was there?
Oh, okay.
You know?
Yeah, that's funny.
And you're like, so you don't want naked pictures of yourself. I go, no, we don't want any naked pictures of yourself. And then you're like, okay. And then you draw another one. You're like, well, I hope you like this one. And we look at it and you're like, this is just a picture of you naked.
That's not bad.
Yeah, right.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, I like the idea. I like what.
And the artist should be like totally think that it's completely normal that the
the whole time you're doing it, you just think it's completely normal.
Like why did you even stop if you didn't want a drawing?
Yeah, exactly. Why did you even stop if you didn't want the drawing? I'd be like, we wanted a drawing of us, and then so I would okay. So do you like the idea or what?
Sure.
So the other idea. Let's go back to the other idea and we'll take a vote on it. So the other idea is that you draw a picture of me and I'm like, why do I look so bad in this picture?
I imagined like Julie, because he's really good at lifelike portraits. So Julie's lifelike, and yours is literally like this.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
And maybe he gets your hair right. You know what I mean?
Just a
and
stick
it's like,
figure
but
or
Julie
something.
looks perfect, and you're like, what the fuck is this? And sorry about the language, guys. But everybody else, like he convinces you that they're just as lifelike, and then maybe I come into your house and I'm like, oh my God, it's the most lifelike portrait. He got you dead on. You're like, it doesn't look anything, it doesn't even have eyebrows. It's like, Nathan, look, it's your hair. It's got your jaw. How do you not see it? And we're just convincing you that you're crazy.
I like that, but then if we did that, that's the 30-second sketch then.
Honestly, maybe.
Because if it's just that, it's a very short sketch. And it's not very involved.
It may be that's the 30 and the massage is the minute. I don't know.
I feel like it's not enough. If we write more to that particular part of the sketch, I think it could be.
The reason I like this one is it's twofold. One, it showcases Tommy's other talent. And it also, obviously he's not going to draw you guys naked and we show that to the audience.
No,
the audience is going to see this, and then this is a huge punch when it hits the screen.
No, I didn't think.
No, they're not going to show it naked. No.
I mean, we're going to,
I'm going to do a blur out of the naked person.
Or it could just be the back of the thing, and you're coming around.
We're coming around.
Looking at it.
I imagine they would
looking
the audience
at it, going, "Oh my God, why?"
Yeah, I get that, but the audience would never see the drawing. This way, they would see the drawing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was even thinking of it like after I got Julie done, I would turn it around and you'd be like, oh my God, I love it. And then, okay, let me add Nathan in there. And then I start drawing that and it's kind of like that. And then I turn it around and you still love it. And you're like, wait a minute, what's going on here? And I'm like, well, it looks just like you. And you think so too. And, oh, honey, come on, it's perfect. It's just what I wanted. And then you bring it home. Sheena stops by and says the same thing. Reiterates that it's a fantastic drawing.
I like it. I just don't see where the super funny is in
it. It's when when it pans to Julie looking literally as lifelike as that right there, and then right next to it is a stick figure, and nobody can see it but you.
Okay. I don't get it.
You and I find different things funny.
It is true. I just don't see where the payoff is. So we showed the picture once, and he sees it to her, and then you come again, and then do it again. I mean, where's the payoff?
This is when I'm drawing it. I flip it around, and she sees it, and then I
she
add
sees
you,
it,
and you see it. I think the payoff, the humor would actually kind of hinge on how goofy the drawing is, and how upset you are about it, and how everyone else thinks it's fine. So it will rely on reactions.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean,
acting
yeah. So
will
I
have
mean,
to-
it's like, this is
The
great.
painting itself is
And I'm like,
hilarious.
oh.
Imagine life like Julie, and right next to it is this. That's hilarious.
I guess it is for the first time we show it.
I don't think it should be shown twice.
What you got, Victor? You got something you
You're
want
right.
to add, Victor? Let's hear.
You're right. I should add
Here,
him.
jump into the
and
mic.
They don't see it till you see it at the end.
Here, give Victor my mic.
So, I'm sorry, guys. I was just thinking. So, because
weigh in.
you have ideas of not show, so you're kind of like showing it to Julie, right? But so we don't see it as an audience. We don't see it. So every time we're showing it, we're not showing it to the audience. Everyone else, we can all see what the sketch is, except for the audience. Until you come into the house and you're still looking at it, we don't show what you're looking at. We just see that you're looking at something that's framed on the wall. I think this is amazing.
Yeah,
and
I like
like,
that.
oh, like, what do you mean? But it's fantastic. It captured your whole reality, whatever. And finally, he's like, I guess you're right. And then we finally show the picture, and it's just a ridiculous picture of it.
That's right. Yeah,
That's
the
what we- that's
picture
what we
only
show
gets
us.
shown at the end, which
Just
is
at
what
the
she
end.
was indicating.
Okay,
Does
I
that
get
fix
it,
anything?
but do you? Okay, I do. I guess I get it. I just don't think it's funny.
You're still looking for the
Me
punchline?
personally, I'm still looking for where it's radically different. Where is this? It's a concept that's already been done. It's a concept it's just okay.
Well, let's
It's like a
go. Let's
regular
go back and
concept.
flesh your idea out.
Yeah. So
Let's talk about it your way, and let's see if we can make that.
I don't
work.
want to. Yeah. So okay. First off, we'll take a vote around the table, and if we like this idea, that's okay. That's fine with me. I don't want to be the guy that holds it all up. I just find it kind of mediocre.
It was my favorite one out of the ones that he did. I think I even commented that the sketch artist has to happen.
And I trust you because a lot of the ones that like I'll be like, but in the past things that I've liked, you're like, and it ends up being good too. So it's kind of hard to say what it's going to be.
I think it might be the 30-second one though.
It would have to be a 30-second one. It's literally going to be.
It's basically
it's
a
just like-
one-liner sketch.
Yeah,
it's
it's
going
a
to be
one-
quick.
Yeah.
and
Maybe you
boom.
know what? That might be what it is. I'm not a big one-liner guy, so it's like it feels like a one-line joke. It feels just like meh.
Yeah, it would be you guys are sitting down like, happy anniversary, honey. I hope you like the portrait. Yeah, well, it better be good for $2,500 or whatever it is. You know?
Oh, yeah.
And you're going
Oh,
to
yeah, it's
town,
gotta be
and then,
expensive.
all right, we ready? And you turn it around, and I just imagine both of your faces, and Julie's like beaming, and Nathan's face just falls.
Could it be?
What is this? And then it goes right to the portrait, and it's like perfect, and then literally stick figure, whatever, you know.
Yeah. Could it be their anniversary? They're sitting at the table, and she just loves it. $2,500 is worth every penny. And you're like, I don't know. And the camera's slowly panning out, and we see the portrait on the wall. Like they're at their anniversary dinner, and Nathan's like, I still don't think, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And then as it pans out, we see the picture hanging on the wall.
Just feels like lukewarm porridge to me. I can't. Hey, this is what this podcast is. Just so you know, no, it's nothing to get you.
Does the
it's just,
naked
this is what-
feel fire hot funny?
It's way funnier. It's way funnier for sure. In my mind, it's way funnier. In fact, when we first wrote it, we laughed hysterically.
You guys laughed hysterically.
Yes, yeah,
two of
yeah,
us.
exactly. We laughed hysterically at it. Yeah, and we weren't smoking weed or anything.
Sober laughs does account
Yeah,
for
sober
something.
laughs. So okay, so yeah, so it's just funny. So here, this.
I like it that way too.
Yeah.
I'm
I think
wide
it's
open
funny.
on all
I think,
of these
I think
ideas.
it is funny. So this is what we're gonna do. First podcast, we're gonna shoot it both ways. Put it down both ways because the other one is a 30-second sketch. Okay, and the naked one we don't have to show it, so you don't actually have to draw.
So
it.
it's just you guys coming around and
Yeah, so
looking at
we'll,
it.
so you're
They're
gonna so what
see
we're
the
gonna
back
do is
of
we're
them.
gonna do we're gonna write a sketch artist. It's gonna be a sketch
Short.
artist short. Like you're gonna have two scenes where you're the sketch artist.
Okay.
So you're the goofy sketch artist twice.
Okay.
All right. So
That's a really good solution.
yeah,
Nathan.
really good solution. We'll do it both ways. Since the other one's a 30-second sketch, so in that Victor you're gonna have to act in this one. All right. So either you're gonna be the nudes. I think probably you guys should be the nudes.
Oh, you're gonna be one couple. We're gonna be one couple.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So we have two separate couples. So it's gonna be the same
Okay.
guy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's just like, so we have two. Are you okay with that, Victor? Oh, okay. I don't even. Okay, if you don't want to be in film, that's okay. Okay, yeah. So if he doesn't want to be, we'll figure it out. We'll figure something out.
At the end of the nude, do we show any kind of drawing at all at the end of it?
We could show you naked if you like.
The
last sketch is you naked. The last sketch is you naked.
Okay.
Which we could do a blur over in post.
Yeah, or a fig leaf or something like that. Kind of a fig
would
leaf
be
drawing.
great, yeah.
What I like about your idea, though, is it's very economical. I don't have to do all the drawings.
Yeah, you don't have to do all
Correct.
the drawings. Yeah,
We just
exactly.
act it out.
Yeah, we just
And
act it out,
It
so-
would be a quick shoot.
Yeah, so it literally in this we're just walking down the street and you're like hey sketches and we're like, oh, you guys, you're like, yeah, we do sketches. You're like how much? He's like, I could do one for $10 for both of you. Okay.
Right.
And so we sit there and you're like, wow, that's really quick. And we look at it and I go, what? Why am I nude in this? You're like, oh, you didn't want to be nude in this?
Yeah, what's the matter?
Yeah, what's the matter?
This is my art.
Like, but you only painted me nude. And how did you know that mole was there? Yeah. You're like,
A good sketch artist can tell.
A good sketch artist would
Yeah.
know. I'd be like, well, can we do one where like I have more clothes? Can we do that? And you're like, yeah, sure, we can do one. Yeah,
Not a
I'll give you
problem.
more clothes. And then the next one, I'll be like, why is she nude? And now I'm in a parka. You're like, you said you wanted more clothes. Like, yeah, but I didn't say she wanted less clothes. I want more clothes on her, less clothes on me. And then you have us both in socks. Like, now we're just in socks. You're like, yeah, more clothes on her, less clothes on you. Right? And then I go, no, dude, we don't want to be nude in the picture. We don't.
And then I go, you know what? I got it.
I
got the perfect
You're
drawing.
right. You're right.
Just
okay.
give me one more second. I'll flip the sheet over, and I'll do one of me.
And then you're in the nude. Yeah.
I'm in nude with fig leaf.
With fig leaf. And then we could show that one.
Right.
Yeah. This is just you naked. And you're like, you people you're impossible to please.
Look, someone's got to be naked. All right?
Yeah, you're like, I guess you're just
It's
impossible
art.
to please.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like stuff like that. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, Sheeta doesn't like the idea, by the way, because it has nudity in it. But that's okay. She's just immediately like, nudity.
I think you and I just find different things funny.
Yeah. No,
It's
not
gonna be
always.
it's gonna be cute cartoony nudity.
Yeah.
So it'll be
Whatever. Be nude. I'm not in it.
Actually, you are in it. Okay. So, all right. So we got that one. We're going to shoot both of those sketches. And then Radically Indifferent, if you want, you can go ahead and what we're going to do is we're going to do a vote on the sketches in the comments. Please tell us which one you like better. And that'll be something fun that we could do. And whatever one you like better, that one will be the one that shows up maybe. I don't know. We'll figure out something. So just please, in the comments, write down which sketch you liked better, and we'll see how it goes. Alrighty. So moving on to the next one.
So perturbed. Alrighty?
Alrighty.
Moving on.
You were upset too the whole time we were doing the thing. You were just sitting there like, I don't like this idea.
I mean,
I don't like this idea. I seen your face the whole time, Sheena. We're putting it in the podcast. You guys will see. I'm going to have nice close-ups of her face. She was just sitting there just like, I hate this idea.
there is a clip of me farting on a train for like 60 seconds. All I wanted was to pick the fart. I didn't get to pick the fart.
That's Victor. You should have talked to Victor about that. I didn't pick the fart.
What was wrong with the fart that Victor picked?
It was too wet.
Oh,
It was very wet. It was a wet fart, yeah.
I wanted.
It was actually your fart.
It was real authentic. A master craftsman.
I wanted a dry. I wanted a dry multi-tone like bing, like.
Okay.
And instead,
All right.
Wait, is this how you fart?
fart.
She's like, my fart has multi-tones. I hit every octave when I pooped. It's
Julie understands. She was in band.
yeah, she's. I really wanted a multi-tone fart. In fact, I wanted people to be like, was that Beethoven?
It was a very manly, sickly fart. It sounded like I had issues.
That's
Did
just the sound
it
of the
make
train
it funnier?
makes.
Not to me. It made
Oh,
it.
it was really funny. Yeah. Oh, it was really funny. And then and people love the sketch. And in fact, we're gonna reprise Fart Girl, which is she's gonna have to do but they're gonna get grosser.
Right.
We're gonna go.
Courtesy of Victor.
Whatever works works for the team.
She is a team player. She is a team player. Even when she hates my ideas, she grits down. She goes, "Yeah, I'll do that, Nathan." It was much better than the other ideas we had in that day. So, okay. So we got our first two. Let's go ahead and let's figure out what we're gonna work on for our last sketch here. What is the?
It's the bad coaching.
Okay,
the workshop, the comedy workshop.
Is it a comedy workshop? But there was another one that we were thinking about doing instead of that one.
The recovery support group for addiction.
That was the one that would be harder to write because it's just kind of an open.
It's gonna need a lot. Yeah,
it's gonna need a lot of love.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do Hacky Comic. Hacky Comic Workshop. Which, I mean, I hate it. I mean, we're kind of pointing out what actually happens in the real comedy work. There are some good comedy workshops, but a lot of these comics.
This won't be one of them.
No, there's some good comedy workshops, but I will say that the majority of people who are running, minus, Carmen Vallone, great comedy workshop out of the Orlando Improv. He does a great job.
Fantastic.
Especially if you're a new guy and you're just looking to get into comedy, you want to learn the basics of it. First, Carmen's a really nice and a great comedian. Just getting his dry bar soon, actually, will be coming out. Carmen Vallone, make sure to check him out and everything like that. He has a great one. Michael Panzica, he has a pretty good one, I'll say. So there are good ones out there, but for the most part, Les McCurdy runs a great one. If you want to get into comedy, go out to Les McCurdy. He actually is a 30 penny. He'll teach you how to do it. But there are so many that they charge you $300 and you go in there and they just try to change your whole set according to what rubber chickens and stuff like that.
Yeah. So what if we made it kind of the opposite of things you should be learning at a comedy workshop? Like rule number 1, never be on time. That looks needy.
Okay. So he's teaching you so this is a hardcore guy then.
Yeah. Been doing this for 40 years, guy.
Yeah,
but hasn't written a joke in 40 years, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, but he hasn't written a joke in 40 years.
Yeah, you know how it is. Every once in a while you meet one of these guys who, yes, they've been in the industry forever, but they haven't changed anything. They don't evolve with the industry.
Absolutely. And you may have to delete this, but like Steve Bix or someone like that, someone that's been doing it forever and they still have the same ideas they had in the early 70s or something like that.
Steve Bix is going to find you at your house now.
Steve Bix is no longer alive. So
did Steve Bix die?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I had
Several years ago, right?
Yeah.
Steve Bix, no, I just seen him a year ago. He's alive. I seen that dude a year ago.
No, you didn't.
Did he really die? I seen him right before he died, I guess, then.
Who's the person that reminds me of Steve Bix? He's not the one with the cards, right?
Oh, no, that's Greg Bates.
Are you sure it wasn't Greg Bates that you saw?
No, Steve Bix, he had the messed up arm. He always walked I know who Steve Bix is. He's been bugging the shit out of me for years. Yeah, this guy's been.
Cast.
Yeah, every time he shows up, he's like, you know what you could do with your comedy? He's like, maybe if you change the joke to do this, you know?
Yes,
what I mean?
exactly.
Okay, Steve. Yeah, thanks, buddy. And I would walk away from him. I would do this thing where I would just go, okay, yeah, great. And I would go to walk away, and then he would show up next to me 5 minutes later and go, that was really rude that you just walked away from me. I'm like, Steve, you're driving me crazy, dude. Your cast stinks, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, sorry. You have Steve Bix.
And then he asked for a back rub.
Yeah, and then he asked for a back rub. Yeah, no, he went right for the dick. He's like, can you rub my dick?
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so Steve Buck's in heaven. Sorry, Steve, if we...
Look at my paper with no ideas on it, just this terrible drawing.
Perfect.
Okay. So it starts out in the hacky comedy class. Who's going to play the comedy? Tommy, this is your idea, so you're going to go ahead and play
I could be the hacky teacher.
You're the hacky teacher.
Okay.
And we're in the class. The three of us are in the class, and we go up and we tell it. So you're like, welcome. What's the name of the comedy class?
Oh, that's good. Should it be after my name? Should we have I have a crazy name?
Yeah, let's give you a crazy name. We need something something that's New York Rick. I like New York Rick. New Jersey Larry.
Yeah,
welcome
I like
to New Jersey Larry's.
Yeah, that's good.
Welcome to New Jersey Vix. New Jersey Vix. New Jersey.
I like Larry.
You like
New
Larry?
Jersey Larry.
Hey, I'm New Jersey Larry. Welcome to New Jersey Larry's comedy class. As long as everybody paid their $450, we can go ahead and get started. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. It's an outrageous fee.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
Okay, so 450. What is that? Is that outrageous enough?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah. So welcome to New Jersey Larry's comedy class. I'm New Jersey Larry. As long as you got your $450 paid to the lady in the front, we can go ahead and get started. All right. All right. Everybody's paid. You're paid. Okay. Show me your tickets. All right. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. First things first. You made a mistake when you walked through the door. I like to say, if you want to be a star, act like a star and show up late.
Yeah.
Right? No,
it's not bad.
Yes. Or even you want to be a star, act like a star. If you're not depressed, get there.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Oh, man. Okay, if you're not depressed, get there. So that could be one of them.
I also think that New Jersey Larry should introduce himself with some really bogus, horrible credit for why he's the
I love the
coach.
credit. Yeah,
you know, like he was in a close-up commercial in 1972 or something like that.
Yeah,
that's big. You know, I was in a Wranglers commercial.
Or Gillette.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, Gillette.
Or even better, like I've been in the audience of The Price is Right 17 times.
Yes.
I never got on, but I was on camera almost every time. I
exactly.
see it. Yeah,
and that counts as a credit. Write that down.
That counts as a credit.
Everything's a credit.
Remember, everything's a credit. Everything's a credit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so then if there's 2 or 3, however many people in the class, maybe they just get up and tell a simple joke. And New Jersey Larry cuts him off and says, it's all wrong. Where are your suspenders? We talked about this, whatever.
Yeah, New Jersey.
How about you spice it up? Can you make this about abortion?
So right away, he's going to hit into the credits. Okay, let's go ahead and get started.
Should be the intro, yeah.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, I'm New Jersey Larry. My credits, one of the many, as I've been on the Price is Right audience 16 times.
Sure.
One time, I almost got a Gillette commercial.
Yeah, or he could say, I did a Gillette commercial in 1972, and I've been in the audience of The Price is Right 17 times.
There we go.
And remember, that counts as a credit.
Remember, everything's a credit.
Everything's a credit.
Yeah. Like one of my credits is The Tonight Show. I never actually got on, but I did stand in line.
Or work ticketing or something.
Yeah. So it's got to be so ridiculous.
The standby line.
Yeah. I never actually got in, but I was in the standby line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the first comic that goes up, maybe like they take the breath to tell the joke. Okay, first of all, before you get started, where are your suspenders? Where's the horn?
Yeah.
You interrupt, right?
We talked about that. Yeah.
Leave the stage until I see those things. Next. And so the next
first
guy comes
person just
up,
gets shot down before.
Yeah.
That's good.
And then
that's
the next
good.
guy comes up, and maybe he tells a joke from the internet that we all know, and he goes, "Do you see this?
Genius.
Yeah. Recognizable, straight from the internet. That's exactly what people love."
Yeah.
Well, because I was thinking before, what if he tells him that, like the first guy comes to me and goes, I really don't have too many jokes written yet, and he goes, the internet, baby.
Do you have Xfinity?
Do you know what a meme is? I get most of my material from memes. Okay, but I like the first guy. So let's work on that first guy, okay, before we pass him up. So the first guy comes up, he's kind of nervous, right? And what he goes
takes a breath, like you said.
Okay, first of all, before you get started here,
never breathe. First of all, before you get started, never breathe.
Yeah.
You want to hold your breath the entire
that?
time you're up there. Yeah. I always hold my breath. It gives me color.
Yeah.
No.
I like that.
Okay. All right. First of all, never breathe. Okay. Continue.
Yeah, exactly. So go ahead. And then the comic goes to start into the joke and shuts him down right away. Nope. It's all wrong. Where are your suspenders? We talked about this last week. No squirting carnation.
Well, this first guy's a first guy.
Right.
So
and get off my stage. You're not ready yet, or something like that. Sends him right back.
Well, remember, so we're shooting for a minute 30 on this, so we have time to kind of move.
Well, that person could come back. We could do. It could be when you said, He doesn't like the first one, and they don't even get a word out. And then loves the second one with the hacky idea. And then it could be
but we had to,
let's bring the first one back.
Don't breathe, and then he goes,
don't breathe.
Yeah, first of all, don't breathe. You're breathing too much. Okay, continue on. And the guy's like, so the other day I was walking down the street, and
he's like, shuts him down.
He's like, okay, all right.
But the two could go back and forth. We could go back to the no breathing guy. Okay, you think you saw.
Why are we going back and forth though?
Because it's a workshop. I could say, you saw what that guy, like let's say you're the person that's not breathing, and you're the person with the hacky internet joke. After you get done, I go, now did you see what he just did? Now get up there and give me that.
I do have suspenders.
Okay.
And you can come back up with suspenders on.
Yeah, try it again.
So I think the second
guy... It could
guy,
just bounce between the two, and where he hates one and loves the other.
I think the second guy should be the guy that you kick off the stage for not having suspenders and stuff, though. Because this first guy, you bring him up as the new guy. He tries to tell a joke. We just rip this guy new jokes apart, right? You rip him apart. Eventually, he passes out from holding his breath. And you're like, rookie, right?
Right.
So it's just like, somebody get this guy off my stage. And rookie, right? And then he's like, all right, you know what? Let's get somebody up here that's been to a couple classes. You, come on up. And then we work into the suspenders. So let's hit. So that first guy, first of all, don't breathe. And then so I was walking down the street, and you're like, wait a minute. Is this joke about your personal life? And you're like, and he's like, yes, it is. He's like, oh yeah, that's where you're making a mistake. We don't talk about you. Nobody cares about you.
No one cares about you.
Yeah, nobody cares about you.
But I do like the idea of them getting shot down without saying a word. The way you originally pitched it. I do like that.
Okay.
Especially if they're going to get another turn.
Well, I was not planning on another turn. So a minute 30
I wasn't either.
So a minute 30 is good amount of time, but not a lot of time. Mm-hmm. So a minute 30 goes.
Do you want 3 comics and they each get one turn at the workshop?
No, it don't have to be. It doesn't have to be. It could be anything.
That's kind of all we have.
Yeah, we have 3 comics. That's what we got. So yeah, we could do. We'll do 3 comics. But so what we have to do is we have to close out this first guy. So we keep trying to move on past this guy before we're actually figuring out what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't move past until we figure out, okay, this is what this particular, we write the lines for that person, and then we move on to the next person. Okay. So think of it like SNL sketch. It's going to be boom, boom, boom. If we want to call back to the other person, that's fine. So, but at first it's going to be, this first guy. So if you want him to get cut off immediately, so that's why I was thinking he says one line and you go, stop.
Yep, it's all wrong.
First of all, you're writing it wrong. Are you writing jokes about yourself? Nobody cares about you.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, you want it vague, maybe a knock in there.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever thought about have you heard about knock?
Right.
Something like that. So, okay.
You know what people like? Nixon jokes. Watergate. Something like that.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Okay, all right, there we go. Yeah. So he's holding his breath. He goes, and he goes to breathe. You're like, no, keep holding your breath.
Yeah.
And you're like,
did I say breathe?
Did I say breathe? And he holds his breath, and he's like, you're like Watergate, like things like this. Go ahead, give me something like that, and the guy just falls out.
Yeah.
He's like, oh,
let me hear your best Dolly Parton joke. Go.
Yeah, I like Nixon, Watergate. People like to hear about Nixon, Watergate. Yeah. Do you do a Nixon impression?
Yeah, exactly.
And then he just goes, blood. He just falls out. And you're like, oh, amateur.
Yeah.
Keep holding your breath. Okay, so it's first thing you do wrong, breathing. You never breathe up there.
Sure.
You hold your breath. All right. So and then he goes, all right. Go ahead, continue. Let me hear it. He goes, so I was walking down the street the other day. He goes, hold up, stop.
Yeah.
You're talking about yourself. Are these jokes about yourself? Because nobody cares about you. They don't want to hear about you.
Right.
And then do something about. You ever heard of Nixon? Do a Nixon joke. Watergate. People love this stuff. Maybe Dolly Parton. Bringing a little Dolly Parton in there. Sonny and Cher.
Tell us how you hate your wife.
Yeah. Oh, not to hate your wife because that's about yourself.
Oh, right.
Yeah. It's a little bit, and then you're like, okay, continue, and he just goes. You're like, oh, amateur! Somebody get this guy off my stage. All right, let me see. Let's bring up somebody that can. That's okay. You were here last week. Come on up. Let me see what you got. And then so now we're on to the second.
And then
person.
maybe I come up. And he goes, oh, a woman.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Are you by any chance secretly a man?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you got a
Okay.
long road ahead of you, kid.
First of all, I don't even know if this is gonna work. What do you got?
I don't know if this can work.
Yeah.
Get a load of Rosie the Riveter up here.
Yeah.
Rosie the Riveter.
Yeah. Just
Listen, sweetheart.
yeah. Look, Toots,
Put
you know
a
what?
little bit of your assets out
Yeah,
there for everybody.
yeah.
Something we want to see.
Yeah, all right.
Maybe you need to spend a little more time with the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
Just totally inappropriate,
Yes.
wrong,
Yeah. Okay.
horrible.
Yeah. That's. I like that. I like that. So okay. So she comes up there and you go, a woman. Right?
Yeah.
Is that what
Yeah.
you
Exactly.
Yeah.
said? Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna let you take charge of this one because
okay.
you know because you
You're like, this is your life. Go
this
ahead.
is your life. This is what happens to you on the regular. Yes.
Tell us what they say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're what we call a Tuesday night comic. You're going to perform for a lot of kitchen staff. Do you know how to cook, sweetheart? You're thin. It doesn't look like you know how to cook. Obviously unmarried, judging by your mustache.
Okay. Yeah. So Julie's actually vigorously typing all this down. You're gonna need a gimmick.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that's what you asked.
Are you willing to take your shirt off?
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Are you willing to take your shirt off? No. Okay. Then you're gonna need a gimmick.
Yeah.
Do you have suspenders?
Can you juggle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, suspenders.
I could even go, she was here last week, and when you're up there and I'm harassing you, I could go, where's your suspenders? And you can pull them out of your pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I brought them. And
Oh, what if? Okay, so what if she goes up, right, and then you're like, do you have suspenders? Do you have, and then she
Anything to make yourself funny.
Yeah, anything to make
yeah.
yourself funny. And then she tells a joke, and you're like, you might want to go on the internet, right? So we utilize a lot of that internet stuff. You might want to go on the internet. You're like, yeah, but I wrote some, jokes. You're like, okay, let's hear them. And then she starts telling the joke, and you go, you have anything about your vagina? Maybe you should talk about your vagina more.
Yeah,
that seems to be a hot topic these days. Yeah, and you're like, I was trying to be a clean comic. You're like, okay, all right. And then so
Clean is for cleaning the house, not for the stage.
yeah, clean is to clean the house, not for the, and so then so you get off the stage.
she could say, I'm really working on a clean routine. And he could just say, you know what I like? A clean house. Next.
Yeah. Well, maybe you should work on cleaning your house.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
you're not. There's no place for comedy for a lady or whatever. Okay.
How about a feather duster and an apron? Get off my stage.
It might be
You want to clean? Go clean.
But okay, so I was thinking the last comic comes up and you go, do we have anybody that's been here for a couple weeks? Oh yeah, okay, here we go. This is how a lady comic should do it. And then Julie comes up, she's in suspenders with a horn and a rubber chicken. She's like, honk honk. she just walks up and goes, honk honk, knock knock, who's there? My vagina.
Oh, perfect. Knock knock,
And you're
who's
just
there?
like,
My
we
vagina.
go. There we go.
That's how it's done. Yes.
She's so good.
Yeah.
She immediately holds her breath. She honks the horn. Goes, who's there? My vagina. Okay, I think you're like, bravo.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Okay, so let's work out. So we got this. So that'll be a quick at the end with Julie. Do we still have a bike horn?
I don't know.
Okay, so we might send you out to go get a bike horn while we're shooting the first two sketches. Do what?
Yeah, the chicken honks.
Who has a chicken?
Dollar Tree.
You think they have it? At
Yeah,
Dollar Tree?
they usually do.
Okay, so it's Dollar Tree. Right
I'm ashamed that I don't have one.
Yeah, so that would be great for the sketches. So we'll go ahead and grab one of those. Where did we?
I have a miniature one. It's like this big. You put it on your finger.
Okay, so we'll send you out while we're shooting the first sketch. You're not in the first.
No,
one.
she is in the first one. I'll go.
Who's in the? Wait, what's the first one?
The
Again?
sketch artist.
No, the first one is the back
rub.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't be in it until the very end when we're having the anniversary.
Yeah, you'll
dinner.
have time.
Or
You'll have time
we're
to
having
go.
dinner and I'm
You
asking
could even
him.
shoot it out of sequence.
But
Yeah,
we're
of
lighting
course.
and everything. So I know it's going to take us at least
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're good. We're good. Okay. All right. So let's just. So all we have to do really is we just have to work out the one line for you, Sheena. So we have to work out that wording.
Which one?
So when Sheena comes up and you just meet like, it's a woman.
Right.
Right. And then you're just like, okay, what do you got? Or okay, yeah, it's a woman. Let me ask you, could you be a man?
Yeah.
Is there a chance that you're a man?
Yeah, is there?
Yeah.
Damn, solid burn from Julie. She typed it. Okay, it's okay. I thought you were just burning the shit out of Sheena. You're like, she said that. I'm typing. Okay.
I was typing.
So read back what we got, honey. Read back what we got.
Okay, so the second comedian gets up there, and Larry says, woman, is there any chance you're a man? You're what we like to call a Tuesday night comic, performing for the kitchen staff. Are you willing to take your shirt off? No? Well, then you're going to need a gimmick. Do you have suspenders? Maybe we should go on the internet. Do you have any jokes about your vagina? She's like, well, I'm working on a clean set. Well, what I like is a clean house. You want it clean, then go clean with a feather duster.
That's better than how any of us said it. That's perfect.
That's literally how you said it.
Perfect.
That's why Julie's. The least ADHD of us all. We all forgot we said all of that. By the way, that's exactly what we said.
Did you see how surprised we were to hear all that?
Yeah.
Well, that's really good.
We wrote that. No, I'm just over here writing what I want.
All right, beautiful. So I think we got it. All right, good job, guys. That's three. We got 30-second high fives all around. High five across the table. Very good. Okay, so that's how the podcast is going to go every week. We're going to sit down. We're going to just have a good time. And we're going to try to write the sketches out. Real quick around the table, I would like to go ahead and we're going to give a shout out to everything that we're doing this week. Julie, what you got going on? Anything you want to plug? You want to maybe your shop? You want to plug your shop or something?
eBay, baby. Go on to Draw Some Treasures, buy some stuff. Poshmark, got all the goods for you.
Okay, and this will be out next week, next Tuesday. So if you got any shows you want to plug, Tommy?
Yeah, September 6th, I'm with R.C. Smith. I can't remember where, but I'm sure it's in South Florida. And on the 7th, I'm going to be playing acoustic music.
This comes out on the 10th. This will be out on the 10th.
Oh, okay. Well, then scratch that. On the 20th and 21st, I'll be at Porky's in St. Cloud.
Beautiful.
And the 27th, I'll be doing a comedy show at Heritage Apartments in Largo, headlining that. And on the 28th, I'll be playing the drums at the Bottle House Bar in Riverview. And October 1st, Clear Sky on Cleveland. That's in Clearwater.
So definitely go check out Tommy. He's a very funny comic. And if you want to go see him play his music or anything you want to do along the lines, Sheena, what you got?
Oh, man. I'm at McCurdy's this week. This is coming out next week. The only one I can think of at the top of my head, I know I'm going to be on the Crack Up for Cancer show in St. Pete with Vian Pomachan, Danny Bevins, and friends. So look out for some tickets for that.
All right, yeah, and you can find Tommy Bell. What's your Instagram?
Tommy Bell.
Okay, Tommy Bell on Instagram. Sheena Reagan Comedy on Instagram. NJR Wallace on Instagram. I will be out of town, so if you're watching this from Pennsylvania or New Jersey, I'm going to be there with Henry Cho next week, and then after that, just a million different things. I'll be the 20th and 21st. I'll be at Vero Beach at the Riverside Theater, headlining that. So please come out and check out for me there. I'd like to give another big shout out to Victor, our production guy over here. I'd like to give a shout out to the Monis the Coon, who wrote our entry song and our exit song. Please make sure to check us out, subscribe, follow, like, do all the things. And please do vote for whatever things you like on there. Talk to us in the comments. We'll be available for you. And we really hope you had a good time. And so anything else? Everybody's good?
I think that's a wrap.
All right. Radically Indifferent. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Yay.